mask up a little because it is wicked cold. Oh my goodness. So hey, if you guys are just hopping in here or is just turning on, if you would please share the stream, I'd really appreciate it. Like I said, there's a chance that the verdict might be coming out, or might be out right now. I'm just around the corner from the courthouse, so I'm heading over there right now. But you can see the I'm gonna show you guys what I'm looking at. All right, we're getting people in here. So again, if you guys would share the stream, I'd really appreciate it. Hey, is the courthouse just up here about 2 blocks? Thank you, man. It's about 2 blocks this way for the courthouse, right? Okay. Hello, everybody. And again, I'd ask that you'd just share the stream out. Take a look. The city out here it's all bunkered down. I was just at the Starbucks grabbing this coffee, which I spilled all over everything. And they said that if the verdict's coming out, they called their manager because somebody said the verdict might be coming out like right now. And the manager said, all right, shut it down. We're going to send in the board up. So they have people coming in to board it up immediately. They were planning on doing it tomorrow, but I think right now I'm getting mixed reviews as to when they're going to actually release the verdict. So we'll find out here momentarily. Quickest way to the courthouse, cut through here.
What's that?
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Appreciate it, y'all. Wind in the mic is terrible, I know. It's better now, I'm sure. But that's just, we're gonna have to deal with that for a minute. Whew. I'll say this, there's not that many people down here, which is, so you can see they're bunkered in there. That's the Hennepin County Government Center. And yeah, I'm getting ready to read it. So this is Hennepin County Government Center. You can see they got a ton of military presence here. And this is just the straight up, we still got the razor wire through the middle there. Yeah, so we're gonna circle around the building, take a look at everything, give you guys a good vantage point here. But you can see, all the buildings driving in here, everything's boarded up, everything's, prepping. You can hear people speaking in the park over here. I met a guy in George Floyd Square, actually, a handful of months ago, and I guess they're doing some kind of food service out here. So he said he'd meet up, we could talk when we get a second. Shut up, Drew. Sound out of shape. It's cold. That's what I'm doing. I'm huffing and puffing. And I'm carrying a bunch of gear. It doesn't even be justifying it. Shut up. there's got plenty of police out here. You can see they're prepped up. Thanks, Amy. Get my back there. So we are, like I said, we're downtown Minneapolis right now, in front of the Hennepin County Government Center, awaiting the reading of the Derek Chauvin verdict. Tom G, thank you for that Taco Tuesday donation over on YouTube. Thank you very much. I'm not winded, man. Be quiet. Without being antagonistic or hostile, guys, I know, because there's a lot of emotion that goes into this. I'd ask, curious, what does everyone think the verdict will be? And again, let's not attack anybody for the way they think, because they may not even agree with what they think the verdict will be, but that could just be what it's going to be. So, Jody, how you doing? Everybody tuning in on all 3 platforms, I appreciate y'all being here. It's a good showing of press out here so far. You know what I mean? Guilty, second degree. So Stacy's saying there's reasonable doubt. Guilty. We got a couple not guilties coming in. Hung jury, which is another situation that will come up, and that's going to cause a lot of confusion with people. Now, with the verdict, what are we thinking the charges will be? Are we thinking manslaughter, first degree, second degree, third degree, voluntary, involuntary? And I'm just throwing out all the generalized here so we can kind of get an idea of what everyone thinks, you know. So right now here in Minneapolis, it is 2:44. So we've got about, if what I just read was right, we might have the verdict in about 45 minutes. I try to charge this phone up while I'm doing this. So bear with me, it's going to cut out for just 1 second. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think we're all praying for some peace right now, you know. I will be okay, Jess. But yeah, there's a lot of press out here. I mean, every street corner's got some outlet of media. Tiffany, thank you for that donation. I really do appreciate the contribution. I appreciate the help there. Like I said, getting out here was a last-minute decision, but it came through a lot of requests from you folks. So something that I wanted to experience as well. We've been around. I mean, this has been, you know, the launch point for so many things. I mean, this is. I hope we can appreciate right now that what we're looking at right now, what this verdict is going to affect, isn't just this downtown area of Minneapolis. We're looking at a worldwide ripple, and I think a lot of people have forgotten that this is affecting people far outside of their own community, and that's what scares me, is that we've got places that have been in solidarity, marching and protesting all over the world, and you know, so this could very well be the beginning of a very long stretch of, if it's anything like it was post event with George Floyd, we could be looking at riots all over the place. So like I said, I'm hoping for the best. I'm going to take a little bit of a walk here and give you guys a look at what's going on all around the area here, so we can kind of get an idea of. Actually, I'm gonna ask some questions to some folks here while I'm down here. So bear with me for another minute. There's some folks down here with signs. Let's ask these folks some questions. Excuse me. How we doing? You guys mind if I ask you a few quick questions? Just curious to hear your views and opinions on some stuff here.
Maybe a combination of answers.
Sure.
So where are you from first off?
Seattle, Washington, sir.
And who are you?
CJ with CJ TV.
What is that?
Independent media channel. Pushing for what people deserve, which is an unbiased, unnarrated version of the news as it happens while it happens.
Okay. Yeah, here we are.
Yeah. So we've got a lot of questions about what this means for not just this trial, but for the world at large, and changes that people have been fighting for a lot more, I guess on a mass scale in the public eye this last 10 months. What are your thoughts?
I'm hopeful.
Hopeful?
Yeah.
Hopeful for what?
Well, in terms of the verdict, are you asking?
Yeah. Okay. Let's start there. Yeah.
Yeah, because we weren't really talking about the verdict yet.
Yeah. No. Let's jump right in. That's what we're all here. That's what we're here right now today to do. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we're still standing here on this mound, and being this is my city, the city I've lived in all my life. I feel confident that this is the place that's going to set off a stream of good stuff, and
Okay.
because I do believe that the verdict will be a conviction, and that'll bring hope. But it's complicated. It's really complicated. But I think this is the beginning point of direction that we'll find our way from here, and that's what I'm confident about.
What are we moving towards?
Being one, because I don't think we understand what that really means, particularly in this country, because we talk about it a lot. We're not one, but we are one, because I'm a human being, so are you, so is my friend. We're all human beings, and we, by nature of being who we are, we don't have to survive by tripping over each other all the time and trying to tell each other what to do and who's better. I believe that the world is my country.
Sure.
And that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
And I'll fight for that country.
Yeah.
And we better do it now, because we have climate issues too.
Yeah.
But the racial issues is another one.
Now,
But I turn the next part over to my friend here.
okay. Yeah.
I couldn't. I like what you said. I can't say it any better. But there's a lot of tension in the city right now. You've got I've never seen Minneapolis with the military beefed up like this. And we've got people that are fed up with a long string of black human beings killed by the police one after another for driving while black and this kind of thing. So people are outraged and in a fury of outrage about murder by the police. And on the other hand, and their fury is being met by increased militarization on the part of the police and the National Guard and the military, and you just can't keep ratcheting up the violence, because you'll either end up with a police state or a revolution, as I see it. So
I've heard it said we need, in the nation that we have formed today, a revolution isn't what we need, but a true renaissance in the structures that we've built.
So we're hopeful that we can go forward with a world where communities aren't just like an occupied state policed by an outside army of police, but where we can. good life opportunities and for all, and everybody's. And it's only one planet. We got to take care of each other and take care of the whole planet, and work and go forward united.
Right. Absolutely.
Pueblo unido, nomás será vencido. It's the most important thing. Like he said, we need to go forward as one, not as divided and exploiting each other.
I love that thought. I really agree with you 100%. I think right now we need to be more inclusive in every nature. And, there's a lot of people that are really doing their best to divide, label, and then address in the most dehumanized form. And it's causing the greatest divide that, in my life, I've seen.
Well, the important thing, this very spot that we're sitting on, the other side was where we did the occupying in Minneapolis 10 years ago.
Right.
And this is the side of the structure, or on this grass, where we used to have the leaderless meetings. I can't recall what the name of them were.
Mic check.
Huh?
Mic check.
Well, yeah, we did mic checks. But this spot,
That's a cool name for a podcast, too. Just mic check. I like that. I dig it.
But I just think because of that, there was something that I've always felt when I started to become part of the Occupy here after coming back from DC and sort of holding in on the ground with Veterans for Peace.
I see that.
And the whole idea of, I thought, it was the first time in my whole life when I thought I really was in a space where it was like the town hall meeting spot.
Right.
Where we could all talk. And now, isn't this interesting?
Yeah.
That here we are, now the world is going to watch the talk right here. And this is going to be an interesting, either way it goes, we're going to have to work.
And I got to tell you, so like being from Seattle, I started off this journey of mine in the autonomous zone in Seattle this last year. And when it first started, it was much like what you're talking about. It was a place for information, for resource.
Beautiful.
It was a gathering of different minds. It was themed, definitely, because it was focused on the attention that was needed for some real issues in our nation. But the peripheral aspect of education that came along with that zone was beautiful. But what happened was really sad, was that, like you said, the leadership factor. You said unled groups, right. People vied for control. And then there was no control, but it wasn't even a control. There was just no structure
we couldn't,
to give it the substance it needed to carry. Not occupied, but just that type of encounter. Right. What's it going to take to maintain a situation like that?
This one.
This?
This one? This?
Like we were talking about, like with the Occupy, the ideology behind the Occupy. You know what I mean? When you were talking about the things that came along with it.
I think we just needed to rest and pause for a while. I mean, that's become kind of a new word that's used a lot, pause. Mm-hmm. I think it's because of the court case. Yeah. We've learned a lot from this court case. Holy mackerel.
The other P I keep hearing is persevere. People they're saying you got to push and persevere.
I think this all is going to be just a learning situation, no matter what. Like we were just talking about, it's information, and if we can get it correctly, it's like, and that's very important. It's got to be timely. Yeah. And I think we're going to find out soon. Probably within a half hour.
Well, let's yeah.
Well, good luck to you.
Let's all hope for peace. Things don't go like we saw them go a while back. So, gentlemen, thanks for the time. I appreciate it.
Keep on with your thoughts.
Keep working and
appreciate that.
Get the good stuff out there.
I'm working on it. Yeah, we need people that are willing to share like yourselves. Thank you very much. God bless. There's another gentleman over here that I saw that I kind of wanted to talk to. Dang, I turned around for 1 minute and it just tripled the amount of press that's out here right now. So now, there's a lot of focus on the front gate here, but and all eyes are on this side of the building. But I don't know if there's not really amassing a group of people anywhere that's at this point really kind of grouped up like you'd expect. Someone got to grab a screenshot for me real fast. Here, do this one right here. If you would, right there. That'd be great. Thank you. Let's talk to this gentleman over here.
Yeah, I did.
I do not. Website, Yellow Pages app. Screw it, I don't
Yeah, the crowd's growing, but a lot of it's just press. You know.
You know, we all clear cut to me. You know, everybody got their own opinion. You know, but it's all clear cut to me. So I mean, I just want to see justice done. You know, I didn't know George. You know, I didn't know Dante. But I mean, it was right is right.
Yes.
They're gonna tear it up. They're gonna
How do you
tear
feel?
You know what I'm saying? I know what we're gonna do. Because this has been going on long enough. You know, it was slavery. I'm 50 years old, and this was way before my time. You know what I'm saying? So,
What's it going to take to make a change? What do we got to do?
man, look.
You gotta unpack that bag. That's a lot to look into, right?
People, human, man. Human races. Just people do what they want to do. Everybody have different opinions on stuff. You know what I'm saying? But just basically, like I said, man, this verdict don't come back right. I'm going on.
Right.
I'm going on, man. I don't want to be in the peaceful protest or the violent protest.
Right.
I'm going home.
Well, stay safe. God bless. I'll leave you to it. Sorry to interrupt there. This thing is swagged and tagged. I don't have any, I'm gonna have to mute it real quick because I don't have any copyright clearance for this music. Thank you, Carol. We're gonna walk over here a little bit, talk to some folks. Oh, they got the grill out. Okay. Yeah, that's my guy over there. I give people my dog's name sometimes. Like, I give people my dog's name sometimes. They ask me, and I'm like, wait, that's not me. That's not my name. You caught me in a moment. I was thinking about something else.
Talk about what's going on right now, how you're feeling with this verdict about to be dropped on us, and what you anticipate, and how you've been feeling. Give me a sec.
You mind if I listen in on this? Those are great questions.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You all mind?
I don't mind at all.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Don't mind at all. All right, maybe you can just give me a testing 1, 2, 3. Just say testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
One more time.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Awesome. All right, so yeah, start off by telling me your name and where you're from and and what's going on?
Well, my name is Jesse. I live here in Minneapolis. I'm originally from Missouri. I've been up here 30 years. I've been through a lot of police brutality up here. I feel very strongly of what's happening, what's been happening to us as black people. We've been just trampled on for far too long, man. And to have an incident like this, to see a man's life literally taken in front of the world. I mean, there's people who haven't had any criminal activity that witnessed a murder, man. You hear me? They witnessed a murder. And how could you not come back with anything less than a guilty verdict? I mean, the evidence is clear. It's been drawn out in the courts. You know, it can't get no clearer. This was pure malice on the police department. You know what I'm saying? And what's been going on against us? We ain't been lying. We've been telling the world this for years, man. And now the world sees it. So yes, a guilty verdict is what needs to come back. And that's just not good enough, man. We got to start passing bills where when these police are involved, when anybody get hurt and killed, they shouldn't be able to jump and go to another police force. There need to be bills that need to be passed like that.
And you know, obviously with the amount of people of color, specifically black people, that have been killed at the hands of the police and the lack of convictions against police officers, what does this trial mean for black people in general in this country?
It means everything, man. It means everything to us, man. This is if a guilty verdict don't come down, it will never come down. We'll never get justice. And I know that ain't right because God is a just God. And he ain't gonna keep allowing our blood to keep getting shed on these streets, man. God is just. He is a just God. And what you're seeing now, is the turn of his justice coming.
And it's coming hard.
That's what you're seeing right now. You're seeing the turn of justice come in front of everybody. God is bringing his reign of peace.
And so, you know, we know that obviously nothing can bring George Floyd back, and true justice cannot be served because he's gone.
He will
but
not go see his kids. He
right.
will not walk through that door. He will not sit at a family gathering. Never again. I don't personally know that man, but him being a black man and what he went through and me going through it, and this young man, if I can stop this young man from having an experience, because this is my nephew, if I can stop him from going through that, I'm going to do all I can do to make sure that happens.
So do you consider this, what would you consider it if he gets charged guilty of murder? Is that a victory? And if so, what does that mean going forward?
It is a great step towards progression and cracking the code of blue that needs to be cracked. That code of blue and the power that the police union has formed in order to, cover up and lie, and God is pulling the wool off all of it, man. He's pulling it all. So,
you could just tell me that you give me permission to use this in YouTube since you're in the frame.
I definitely do, brother. You have more than yes, sir.
Did you say I give you permission to use this?
I give you permission.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you for talking to me.
Brother.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Thank y'all for letting me sit in on that. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate what you have to say. Thank you. God bless. Y'all be safe, all right? Enjoy.
Yeah, man.
And thank you for letting me chime in with you, man. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
Would any of y'all be willing to talk to me? How you feeling right now?
Ooh. There's that guy. I saw the purple.
How you doing, TJ?
Good. How you doing, Drew?
Just wasn't ready for this. I wasn't home.
Yeah, no, I wasn't either. I was trying to get Starbucks.
I need my coffee. Well, at least now I can get to your GoPro. I'll get that for you right after we're done. I don't
Yeah,
know how
man.
long this is gonna
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get connected.
Oh, yeah. Where we at? Oh. Oh, they got the barbecue out. Yeah, I gotta get a hold of my dude.
There's a lot of people.
Excuse me. Oh, sorry.
both of you can know him.
Oh, no, so I'm just taking photos. This is my
Using the car.
I saw you have information right here.
Give me your information.
Just promote peace, whatever the verdict is, man. You know, Lord not that type of guy. He wouldn't even want to promote that, but we don't need to tear the city down. You know, whatever the verdict may be. I just told him my point. I mean, I'm neutral on it. I want to see justice. I want to see him down. That's the right thing to do. But you know, we can't predict the juries. So I'm just trying to brace and give us a different way to look at it. The city must not go up in fire just because if not found guilty. On the other hand, you know, we'll be bracing and get ready for the next 4 hours, the other 3 officers.
Right. Well, I appreciate you taking the time. I'll definitely look at your research.
Okay.
Is this you right here?
Yes, that is.
All right. Wonderful.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah. So if y'all want to check it out right here, that's Maurice Lester Hall right there, and man's got a number on it. You're very welcome.
When you got recorded,
Yeah, this is a lot of kind of hurry up and wait situation, you know. So, how you doing? Yeah, the numbers have grown quite a bit. Every time, like I said, every time I turn around, it jumps up. Yeah, my man was looking sharp. He was dialed all the way in.
But I just hate walking.
Oh, yeah. You can't do it. You can't help it. It's gonna happen. All right, let me see here. Oh, Jen and Kenosha, what's up? Hey, everybody's tuned in from all over the world. I appreciate y'all jumping in here, being here with me. Like I said, I wasn't sure what to gear up with, so I ended up doing I got the whole gambit. I got the full pack going here. Marv over on Twitch, thank you guys, and I really do appreciate all the contributions and support that are coming in to help make this trip possible. Because, like I said, it was a last minute thing, but I wanted to make sure to get out here. I know it was a lot of requests, and now that I'm here, I'm just I couldn't imagine what it'd be like if I wasn't here right now. So I do have my vest with me, yeah. So the verdict isn't out yet, but yeah, I'm fully equipped, ready to rock and roll, just in case things go the way that a lot of people are afraid it might go. And that's what's scary right now, is that nobody really knows exactly what that's going to be. And so it's a tough situation right now, because people have said no matter what, it's going to go down. Like, no matter, guilty, not guilty, acquitted. If the charges aren't leveraged severe enough, there's issues that come in no matter what. Something like that. Can I talk to you guys? Use the questions? You cool with that? Good deal, man. Yeah. So what do you mind give us your name?
Yeah, my name is Jonathan Mason.
All right, cool. What brings you out today, man?
Obviously, George Floyd being the individual who was killed by police, in that manner, we all really were like, man, that's enough, and I think, as far as for me, I've been out here trying to fight for it for a long time, so, I'm glad this day came, and, we're enjoying this moment, and just hopefully it turns out the way we all think it does,
Right.
And it doesn't matter about, being white and black, we know that there's a system of white supremacy, doesn't necessarily mean white folks. It just shows you that there's a system that operates for a certain group of people, and it operates differently for a different group of certain people. But hopefully today we can say that's done, and we can really get this justice and move forward in race relations in America too, and really can talk about what we want to do. King? Yes, sir.
Yes, you about to jump in? You got an interview here? Oh, okay. I thought you were jumping
on.
on.
Guy right here. He's been on the front lines for years.
Nice. I see you got your PA right here. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Like I said, you've been out here for a while, so tell us about that.
Yeah. So I've been out here doing this for about 10 years now.
Oh wow.
Philando Castillo, Jamar Clark, even Justine DeMond, Thurman Blevins. many of them that have been lost by the hands of police, and just speaking out on the behalf of that. So as a young man of color, being from Minnesota, I know how bad it is. I'm blessed to get across the other side of of it, but I'm not free. You know what I'm saying? I have to deal with a lot, but I've gained notoriety in the state of Minnesota to the point where people know me, and so I'm a little free from some of those pressures that young kids.
Yeah. Do you think we're moving in the right direction right now, as a nation?
So. Yeah, I hope so.
Right.
Look, I hope so. Yeah, we're gonna see today. I hope. But really, at the end of the day, what do we do after this? We need more. We need real systematic change. This should have been happening for a long time.
Yeah.
And the reaction, the fact that you see this reaction right now shows you how bad it's been, right? Because you don't see this regularly for anybody else, right?
No, you
didn't even see this from Mohammed Noor.
This is all over the world right now
this.
too.
The reason why is this is a pivotal moment, right?
Yeah.
And the reality is who's gonna stand up? And Minnesota did, and once again, like I say, shout out to everybody in Minnesota that's been fighting. There's so many different groups of people. Minnesota is very unique. We got so many different groups, so many different people that are ready to fight. Front lines. They're ready. And whether it's, we got a strong group of women in Minnesota, strong black women that really gonna lead a lot of this, right? And we got people from all, we got the youth. We got LGBTQ groups that are fighting. We got so many, like I said, we got Asian Lives Matter. We got so many different groups in Minnesota fighting. So, we have Minnesota's a hub for fighting. So that's why you're seeing this reaction here.
I've seen, from what I've experienced, I've been back and forth to this area a handful of times last year. It's a very inclusive place.
But how can we come in a
and I keep getting a chance to sit in on little conversations that are happening, and it's great. I love it. I love the fact that people have realized that you can come out here. You don't have to be with a major media outlet in order to come out here. And there's major media here. Let me get out of here. There's all these live view packs.
Feeling very similar.
So I got to slide back here. Bear with me, y'all. I was doing so good before all the major media showed up. Now the live views are sucking up all the bandwidth. There we go. So like I was saying, there's so many people out here that are independently trying to, find answers and get answers. Sorry, I thought that gentleman was talking to me in French. Man, hey, if you guys got, I just saw a comment. I'm not gonna feed into trolls if that's what's going on. You guys realize that we're out here trying to get answers, and I'm gonna ask as many questions as possible to get as many answers as possible. And that's what I feel is. I'm good now. I know there's a lot of comments coming in. Sorry, guys. The signal's gonna be choppy out here just because there's so much media that's sucking up bandwidth. So can't do much about that. But. Anyway, I'm going to make it very clear right now, again, and I said this earlier, and I talked to my mod squad about this. This is a place for conversation and community. Damn, man, all of this. Sorry, if it feeds in and out, you guys just stick with it, refresh the page, but there's going to be moments where it might pop. But yeah, you guys, conversations are meant to be healthy and constructive here. It's not meant to attack people for your view. We'll find a spot here. So like I said, if you're coming in hot with a bunch of with any kind of hate speech or anything like that, you're gonna get booted. So I'm gonna be very clear about that one. And I've encouraged all of my squad to go ahead and do just that. So that being said, I encourage you to ask questions in here, have conversation, give your opinions and your views, and those are respected. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure that we can all appreciate that. Man, buffering. It's buffering. I know. Like I said, it's going to be a little choppy. So it wasn't at first, but all these folks showed up. We got to deal with all the signals interrupted. I'm gonna give you a look at what's going on right here. Like I said, if it cuts in and cuts out, guys, stick with me. We'll find a spot. I know if the FBI is jamming the signal, but the signal's definitely not doing so hot. It's chilly out here, y'all. I was full on not prepared for this. More cameras everywhere. There's these big ass cameras that are sucking up all my bandwidth. And John, I miss Wisconsin, man. I'll be back soon. But I know it's a little choppy, guys, but I still ask that you'd. It's a little choppy, I know, but I'd ask that you guys to share the stream and get it out there to as many people as possible. Oh, go do your thing, man. Do your thing. Absolutely appreciate you, man. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I don't know if I can lower my bit rate. Let me try that real quick. Yeah. All right, so I'm playing with the bit rate a little bit here and other technology stuff that I don't understand all that well. So you guys already know how I do. So, man, yeah, you know. And stay on this with me. Come over to Facebook. Because my multi-stream right now is just not working for me. So, that being said, I'm going to give that a shot for a little bit and see if it works for me, because I can't have it cutting in and out on us like it's been doing. And, I mean, from where I'm standing right now, it's all right. But if I cut out on YouTube or Twitch, I'd ask both of you guys, come on over to Facebook, and we're going to try to run just off that directly. So... But I was saying, no hate speech is going to be allowed here, y'all. So if you're coming in hot on any of the platforms, so yeah, if you're coming in hot on any of these platforms, guys,